Should have gotten some water before recording this, but it is what it is. We just had a very passionate one about that family that uh unalived that girl's cat. Uh I'm using unalive because YouTube is a bit weird, and I noticed after uploading that video that it's like, hey, you're talking about unaliving, and it's like, okay, well, we're adults, but it is what it is. I'm at the asshole for telling my cousin to leave after she called me out of touch. I don't know. I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon. I've been considering looking at some job offers I've been receiving. And when my cousin came home or came for the day, whatever, we got on the topic of work related stuff. And I brought up the topic of the offers I've been considering. Okay. I said I was considering taking a new job and didn't tell them every detail, but I told them a reason why I might not be taking the job, which is call pay. The job offer I was discussing offers $500 per night of call for 7 days of call a month. And my cousin said, "Isn't that good?" To which I said, "No." I even said that the amount was kind of bullshit since most places, including mine, were advertising me 2,000 to 2,500 of call per night. My cousin said that I just do nothing during that time anyways, and that it was out of touch for me to say that. That statement kind of erupted into an argument, to which I just told her to leave if she wanted to continue the argument, and she did. My wife got a bit upset with me over the whole thing, saying that it was stupid, so I'm asking to see if I'm the asshole. I will, like, I understand where this other person's coming from because they're probably like, isn't that good money? But I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing your worth and expecting pay based on, you're a surgeon, right? You're a surgeon. You went to school. You spent a lot of time. I don't think there's anything wrong with once you really get good at something and you're good at a thing. There's nothing wrong with expecting to get paid a certain amount for that. Cat scratching something. There's nothing wrong with that. It might make you appear out of touch. I don't know why you had to kick her out. It's a she, right? Yeah. I don't know why you had to kick her out over that. But the idea that you're just doing nothing during that time, how does she know that? You know what I mean? I'm assuming it's overnight. 7 days of call a month. Call pay. It's when you're on call, right? I don't know. I'm not a surgeon. I'm assuming you're not doing, like, you could potentially be doing nothing, but you're also on call. There's the idea that you could just randomly be pulled in to, I don't know, perform life-saving surgery to somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. So it is what it is. But also, this is why you go to college. This is why you go to school and you spend a lot of money to be a surgeon, so that you can get paid a lot of money to be a surgeon. I don't know. It's hard for me to say either of you are assholes here. I'm confused why you kicked this person out. Edited. Change to not the asshole after OP's comments. Ooh. Why does your cousin presume to tell you what you do during on-call? And why would she be able to judge what is good and what is not? Does she work in your field? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're not a doctor, you probably are like, oh, that's really good. That's good money. I work at McDonald's. Like, of course you'd think being on call, if you were on call for McDonald's and they were paying you for that kind of time, you'd be like, oh, well. Alrighty then. But if you're a surgeon, I don't know what the going rate is for surgeons, like how much you guys get paid. So best not try to pretend. Everyone at ETA, arguing with you in your own home is not a good look. So if she didn't know what she was talking about, can it be jealousy at a lower paying job? ETA 2, in case this wasn't clear from the context, the cousin is arguing at OP's house isn't a good look, combined with arguing about his job when she likely doesn't know better because that's rude. Change to not the asshole because cousin seems to be unnecessarily argumentative in OP's home. She's a CRNA, so I imagine 175 to 225K a year. Wait, what? Yeah, but does she know what the appropriate rates are for a surgeon, or was she just jealous of your higher salary? Certified registered nurse assistant is what that means, by the way, right? CRNA. 175 to 225K a year. Talking about, hey, any little bit's good. Any little bit's good. Is more money good? She's just being jerky. Obviously, a night on call for a surgeon normally amounts to several $1,000s, even in Canada. ICRNA and could probably make $500 on call. She's just jealous or out of touch herself. I'm assuming because you're on call, you won't be able to do anything else. Essentially, you are in a holding pattern in case of an emergency. It's an opportunity cost, and they're paying you to not do other things so that you can be ready for an emergency. But she's a CRNA, so she should know how this kind of thing works relatively. I mean, she's not a surgeon, but she should have an idea of like being on call, right? I don't know. Not the asshole, not the asshole. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here with controversial. There's got to be somebody that makes not a lot of money who thinks you're an asshole because you make a lot of money, but he saves lives. How is that out of touch? Everyone sucks here. This is why people don't discuss their salaries with family members or those outside their professions. I mean, I do it for family members, but we don't really get into like, whatever. I don't know. What do you describe as a bullshit amount of money? $14K a month above one's own salary is life chances to most people. If you can't understand that, there's no hope for you. How are you getting $14K a month from 7 nights of $500? OP said $14K would be the regular rate, which is pretty far removed from the $3.5K the $500 would be getting. And also, that is the reward of going to school, spending a lot of money to become a surgeon that performs life-saving surgeries. I don't know, man. Those are the guys, surgeons that perform life-saving surgeries, the firefighters, the plumbers of the world. The people that actually make the world go around, I want them to get paid a good amount. You know what I mean? I want the McDonald's employees to get paid a good amount too, but more than they're getting paid now, because I'm a libtard. But, I think there's some people, the ones that really make the world go around, where I'm not really going to question their income because they, they save people's lives and they fix my plumbing, and I'm not good at plumbing. I'm good at electrical shit. I'm not good at plumbing. I don't want to do that. Plumbing is gross, okay? Some of those plumbers, they just put up with the nastiest stuff. You're the asshole. No one likes hearing rich people complain about money. Now more than ever, it's common sense, and you should know it already. Well, they're both rich assholes. That's the funny part. His cousin is making potentially 175 to 220K a year, so, which I don't know if you know. What is the average? What's the average income in the U.S.? Average annual income in the U.S., please. In the United States is $59,000 with an average hourly rate of $28.34. And that's certain states, because there's going to be certain states that are much lower. In 2022, the Census Bureau reported the mean per capita income as $37,000 and the median household income as $69,000. Household income, I'm assuming, is accounting for multiple people. And then it has the breakdown of by state. Oh, we got lots of rows here. Who's got the lowest? Let's go ahead and hit up the lowest. Mississippi with 45K. Okay, so that's 45K. So she's already making 4 times more than the. And by the way, there's plenty of people not hitting that amount. So you get the idea, right? You understand how that works. So it is what it is. It's two well-off people talking about money. Your cousin is correct. You're out of touch with her standard of life, but she is also in touch with your standard of life, and that's okay. But if either of you is being judgmental about the other person, that person is the asshole. Well, her standard of life is doing pretty good if she's making the income he thinks she is. Seems like you make much more money than your cousin, and it very clearly bothers her to hear you complain about money. Census arguing for a lot of family friction. Both of you should have dropped the topic. I mean, I would agree that, like, it is your house, man. It is your house. That's how I feel. You want to know my end of the day? I would say arguing in your house. You say somebody needs to get out of your house, somebody can get out of your house. But I mean, this is Reddit, so, and not everyone is making surgeon money. Not everyone is making CRNA money. Especially that, what'd he say? Oh my God, here we go. Okay, well, now the comment's not at the top here. 175 to 225K a year. Yeah, I mean, that's not exactly struggling, so to speak. There are some people whose yearly salary are, 30K. There's probably people that are only making like 20K a year, to be real with you, working at McDonald's. I mean, I don't know how much McDonald's pays anymore. I guess it would depend on the hours, but a 6-figure salary is no joke, my guy. Is no joke. So you're both probably a little out of touch, but I don't know. She's not a surgeon, so how would she know? She's out of touch with what you would expect. You're out of touch with what she would expect, and you're both a little out of touch to an extent. But telling her to leave to get out of your house, I don't know. Kind of seems like it escalated very quickly. But I don't know, man. Make that money, I guess.